Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of BCU Live. I am your host, Adam KN6QGV, with my co-host, Jeremy KD5YUZ. We are in the house tonight with you guys, and we're going to do some questions and answers, see how you guys go a little review of Black Friday, see what you guys thought, and we're going to go from there. Got a couple of you guys I know that are interested in joining us live tonight, so we're going to bring you guys on, and we're going to have some good conversations.
Most
Now,
definitely.
if you haven't done so already, make sure you like and subscribe down below. And make sure you guys also put in the comments that if you were here last week and you saw that conversation with Glenn from Radio ID, how did you guys like that? So if you guys like that, let us know because that would be great to see because we're going to try and provide you guys with more content like that. All right. So Jeremy, you want to say hi to a few folks real quick?
Yeah, we'll give a couple of shout outs here. Scroll up here to the top of the list. I'm still waiting on my Okies to start standing up so we can beat the numbers we get from California. Hey, Mr. Alvy's in the house. Kilo Golf 4, Sierra X-Ray, Quebec, from San Bernardino, California. Hey, Alvy. We got Richard in the house. KA3JCA from Simpsonville, South Carolina. We've got Casey, KC7ABC. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm sorry. We have KE8WAR, Evans, Georgia. I like that call sign. Mr. Royce is in the house. KI5RYH out of Texas. We've got Freddie in the house. KD5FMU from Henrietta. Right here in the great state of Oklahoma. Mr. Greg Mador's in the house. AI5HV from Broken Arrow. Welcome, 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 Mokies. Let's see here. Who else we got up in here? We got Jacksonville, Florida, KM4RCU. N1XRF from Wisconsin. I bet you it's cold up there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where else we got? We got KF0ARQ from State Fair City. And we got another one from Georgia. Where'd he go? Todd Woodhams. Don't have a call for him. Hey, here we go. This guy's in your backyard from Las Vegas, Nevada. KA6 Bob.
Literally is our backyard.
There's one from Denver, Colorado. K0STE. We have KS0JD from Olathe, Kansas, Mr. Jeff Darby. I do up there, sir. I tell you what, throw another log on the fire, and I think we down here in Oklahoma would be a little bit better temperature-wise. Let's see. I believe. Oh, nope. Here we go. We got some more populated here. Ventura, California. Michael Gazaway, KF6UV.
Very nice. Got a lot of people here tonight.
Yep, we got 168 viewers from what it looks like to me. Now, if we've got 168 viewers, why can't we have 168 likes?
Yeah, 172 viewers. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's a great
yeah.
question. For all of you guys that haven't done so already, make sure you check out tonight's giveaway. Tonight we are giving away an annual subscription to our BridgeCom Plus community, as well as an 878, one of these radios tonight. Also, if you haven't done so, tonight is the last day for the Turkey Day giveaway. So we will be announcing that winner tomorrow in an email. So if you guys haven't done so already, enter that. And then get ready, guys, because we have another giveaway coming the next month, starting actually either tomorrow or Friday. I'm going to put this up for you guys to see right now. We have the Holiday Ham giveaway. We are actually giving away 12 different prizes. The grand prize winner will be receiving the new emergency preparedness bundle that we created, the one we had available on Black Friday. Second prize will be 4 buddies. We are giving 2 of those away. Third prize, we are giving away 4 different DMR master classes. The multi-code network workshop is the one we're giving away there. And then we're giving away 5 fourth prizes, which is going to be a mystery box of different accessories or code plugs, workshops, different things. It's going to be a mystery box that's all put together. So if you haven't done so already, get ready for this. This is going to be an amazing giveaway, as we are going to be announcing 12 winners next month. So we're really stoked about some of the ideas we have. We hope you guys liked our Black Friday deals. We worked hard to try and bring you guys some amazing deals. We wish we had some more stuff like repeaters and some other radios and all of that, but due to constraints and other things of us not being able to have it because of inventory, we weren't able to provide those as of yet, but we will have some good deals coming up around the corner here soon. So, keep an eye out for those.
Well, we've got 2 internationals in the chat tonight. We've got one from Puerto Rico, K4AYL. I haven't seen that call on here before. The other one, William Follett, VO1XOX from Newfoundland, Canada. Welcome, guys.
Welcome. Yeah, it's always great to see our international folks in the house. Now, I know we had a couple good comments. Where was it? Michelle had one here. Holiday ham, y'all are funny. Ham not included.
Oh, yeah. They couldn't find a box big enough to put me in.
Yeah. We try to be creative over here in the marketing department. My team is amazing. We wouldn't have gotten you guys some of those amazing deals and some of the things that we did if it wasn't for them. So, I want to say thank you to my team publicly because they did an amazing job this whole season, this coming up, and all the things that we have planned for next year. We're really excited to announce that. Come the Christmas show, when we actually do our Christmas roundtable, we'll start to give you guys all of that information of everything we have coming up next year. And we have a lot in store again. And it is something that you guys are going to be excited about. Yes.
I guess I'm going to have to get me a Santa Claus hat, huh?
Yep. How many of you all want Jeremy to be the Santa for Christmas, our BridgeCom Santa?
Okay. How many want Adam to see dressed up for Santa Claus? While we're waiting on that poll to come in, we have another one from across the Big Creek from Scotland.
Hey, welcome.
Mohan, I believe it's pronounced. GM7CZU from Scotland. That's the first time I've seen one out of that country. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome. It's always nice to see people from over the pond.
I'm telling you. Adam should be an elf. Todd, I think he would actually make the perfect elf. I mean, with the little pointed little ears and the funny looking hat and the whole. Yeah. Alvy, how do you vote? I don't know. We may have to actually throw that up there to see. Okay. Jeremy, Santa, Adam, Elf. Richard threw that up there.
Oh, God.
Miss Santa may be better. Jeremy as Santa, Adam as the elf.
Here we go. RCT with another one of them. He always has the good messages for me. Might not have the wattage to pull off being Santa. You want to give you a hand on that one?
Oh, yeah. We may have to actually put that up for a poll.
Yeah, we can. We could do a poll. We'll put out a poll and see what people think.
Hey, Earl Quinlan, KH6OV, just received his radio today in Oregon. Congratulations. I promise you'll fall in love with that thing real quick like.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to ask you guys a few questions. What was your guys' biggest takeaway from our episode with Glenn? What did you guys really learn a lot, or what was your biggest guys' takeaway? And while you guys answer that, Jeremy, you want to go first?
Um, One of the things that I thought was really cool is having that buddy watch. Have your
Hmm.
friends put on there. Yeah, it is. It breaks down to $1 a month. It's $12.99 for a year's subscription. When your friends, your family go online, you get that notification or a push email from Radio ID that says, "Hey, uh, M1 ABC is online on Talk Group 3100." I think that's pretty cool. So I thought that was a huge benefit. Also, be doing the buddy mail. I think that was something that's going to just rock it up for Radio ID. I really like that. So I'm actually excited for him to come back on the show with us.
Yeah, me too. One of the things I really liked was the fact that you can make your own talk groups and custom user lists. That was a big takeaway I really liked. I really liked seeing that and being able to know that we can customize, what we have in our radio from there directly, the source, rather than trying to go through and do it ourselves. So that was a big thing that I really liked. Um, got a bunch of comments here. Here we go. Someone said the whole class on radio ID and what I can do. So that was a good one.
Yeah.
We got Kaylee in here saying it was a great show last week. Hey, Kaylee, I hope you're feeling better. Here we go. Dan, he's a genius and has a lot in store for us in the future.
No joke. That man's probably forgot more about DMR than I know or ever will know. Larry
Here's someone
Hawkins.
else. Learned a lot from him so much. I subscribed and only hit a few items. His site does a lot more than what he mentioned. It's true. He's really building out that site and he has a lot of features built into there. But, in the short period of time, he was just giving you some of the main key features that he thought you guys would all benefit from. I really like the part that he indicated he was working on repeaters with the radius and exporting it in a format that you can use and import into the AnyTone via CPS software. Yes. Some of those features he has where you can convert between different radios and stuff really is beneficial, especially if you have a code plug from an old radio and you want to go to a newer Anytone or something. Now, if you guys don't already have one, we do still have some packages and deals going on with the Anytones. Uh, I believe we have a $100 discount on one of our starter packs. So if you don't already, check out for that email or keep an eye out because you will be able to get $100 off that package. Here
Boy,
we
there.
go. I was surprised about the information on that page. I had no idea. Yeah, a lot of people only realize or think that, oh my God, this is just a place where I get my radio ID and that's it. Not thinking all the amount of information he has collected on the back end that you guys have access to, gives it's a very powerful tool. And that's exactly what it is it's a tool. It's not just a site where you get your radio ID. It's a full on tool and he's trying to make it better and better with the community. He works with us. He's working with Brandmeister. He works with all the different networks and stuff, and he tries to, really bring this community together. He's a great guy.
Now, here's one
Go
that
for it.
I agree with. It is nice to know he listens to the customer suggestions, which is missing a lot in software development. I agree 100%.
Yes.
I totally agree. One that kind of echoes that from RC, it's he's open to most good ideas.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know after the show, Adam and I got to speak to him about some of the ideas that we had, and he was sitting there jotting them down and said that he would see about trying to make them come to a reality on the site there, which that's awesome to have somebody in the place that he is with the ability that he has. Man, it was just mind blowing.
Yeah. Let's see. I would love to see a back end tour. I think everyone would like to see the back end of how it runs. We actually have certain access to the back end of how he does the things over there at Radio ID. We are able to help you guys with some of the issues and stuff, but you know, just everything over there is crazy. He has a good system the way he built it. It's very impressive. And I've built a few systems myself, so that's saying something. He has a nice, impressive system.
There was a real good one I just started, but the comments pushed it up. Let's see. There it is. Here's a question for us. Hi guys, question on the bridges. Can bridges support more than one radio at a time? Meaning you can use several local radios at the same time, like in a talk group or a group setup, or where you have more than one DMR at home. Well, to kind of give you a visualization, all three of these are going to the same hotspot. I have my SkyBridge set up for public use. So not only is it listening for my DMR ID, it also listens for anything that comes across it on RF and allows it to transmit as long as it sees a DMR ID associated with that transmission. That doesn't mean you can use an analog radio to key up the SkyBridge because it won't see that digital signal that comes through. So I don't have any problem running mine. I just got to remember which talk group I'm connected to make sure I unlink from that one before I change one of my other radios. Otherwise, it causes me a lot of grief.
We got a comment right here. This is actually a thank you to Jeremiah. He was a great help in fixing an order he botched up. He actually called him back, and that's something he's not used to in support. So great job.
Yeah, Jeremiah is one of our new techs, and he's learning as he goes. Hats off to him, and he's picking it up pretty darn quick. I know he'll be happy to hear that.
Sam here. I have the Ultra Code plug and love it. Now there's a new multi-network code plug. Is it worth upgrading? It's worth the workshop. The code plug is added free with it. The reality is, with the steps we walk through in our workshop, you'll be able to add this on top of your existing code plug if you wanted to. So that would be an easy way to merge it into together, because it's not that big of a code plug. It's just a basic code plug to get you started and show you guys how to actually get it working.
16 channels, I think.
Yeah, something like that. 16, 20, something. Not too many channels.
Yeah. But once you get into the hang of actually setting that particular channel set for that network, you'll start seeing other ones. Ooh, I want that one. Ooh, I want that one. Ooh, I want that one.
I just try to pick some of the most common talk groups, so it would be easier to go with them. But everyone has their own ones. Everyone wants their own state. Some people like international ones. So I just wanted to get you guys started with this one, and we're going to show you guys and give you guys all the tools so you could build your own multi-network code plug to the fullest with your existing code plug. All right.
Here's another good question. Received my AnyTone 878UV yesterday, first DMR radio. Will I need this mysterious code plug that you're speaking of in order to use my new radio? Two questions, or two statements to that for that answer. One, not really. Two, if you're going to want to operate on those networks, it would be something good to have to start off with so you can see how everything lines out. Or you can go ahead and get that master class that we're going to do and be able to follow us along to where you can create what you want to be able to create for those particular networks. I've been going through the YSF, and every time I start going through it, my head starts spinning with the amount of talk groups that are on there and the way they're labeled for their topic that they have for the talk group.
Also, the multi-network part is realistically, most of it's set up on your hotspot. So it could be any Pi-Star one. Ours is the SkyBridge, as you guys can see here. So this is the one we're using in the show, and that's the one we'll be programming, but this will work with any Pi-Star based hotspot. So if you have one of those other ones out there, a Zoom spot and an open spot, I think open spot's one of them, or any of those that use the Pi. Yeah, I think the ones that use the Pi-Star. interface. So you will be able to follow this configuration completely to actually access all of that and set it up.
And here's another follow up that Todd has. Can we do a show on how to set up a SkyBridge to handle more than one radio? He has 3 radios, would like to listen to 3 different talk groups. I've yet to figure out how to make that happen of using 3 radios with the same ID monitor 3 different talk groups.
It's possible. The way it has to be, we could go through this and show you guys how to do that one night. Maybe we'll do that next week or something. But what you'd want to do is you'd have to have static talk groups going through. The problem is 2 talk groups will only be able to do it simultaneously because you'd have to set it up in duplex mode and use time slot 1 and time slot 2. However, if one of those talk groups is not working or not active at that moment, like no traffic going over it, you could have a third one technically come in over that one. It would take secondary priority to that other talk group on one of those time slots, and you can actually listen that way. So there are ways to do it. You could also turn on digital monitor if you want to be able to hear all those other talk groups with your radio. So there is a way we could do it. We'll try and go over that configuration maybe next week or the week after. We'll try and schedule that in.
Yeah, I've got it down on for our show ideas that are coming up. Brings me to another point, guys, gals. If y'all have an idea of something that you want to see us do on the air to take you through step by step setup of it, let us know. Put it up here in the chat. We'll make note of it and be able to go ahead and run with it to get the show built so we can get it to you. This is how we come up with the ideas for the shows. It's what y'all ask for.
What talk group do you guys tune into during the week?
Well, I know my 578 is always on 3100. And then my 878, which is connected to a different hotspot, I'm on Skywolf. And then my other 878 on a different hotspot, I am connected to Amerilink.
Yeah, I use here's Sky. Oh, it says tonight's talk group, but that's Skywolf. Here, maybe I can edit that real quick. Skywolf is one of them. I'm on 3100s, another one. Sometimes I'm on US nationwide. Well, not nationwide. North America, sorry, 93. And then sometimes California.
He also put this up there as well. He's on Brandmeister and TGIF. We do have a talk group on TGIF.
Yes, we do. 2266. For those of you who want the official one here, this is our Skywolf, and then the one on TGIF is 2266. So if you guys want to try and reach out to us on there, please feel free to do it. We'd be more than happy to talk back with some of you guys. All righty.
John had a good question.
Go for it.
Do BC Plus members get a discount on the multi-network workshop?
I believe there might be a discount. I got to double check on that one, but it's not free like we were doing before. I believe there might be a discount for BC Plus. If there is, we can get you set up with that. I know during Black Friday we discounted the price, $40 something, $47.
Yeah.
Yeah, about $47 we discounted it. So I know it's going to be going up here soon. But as for BC Plus, let me get you that final answer. You can reach out to me tomorrow or reach out to Jeremy tomorrow and we'll get you an answer.
I see here. Michael Daly asked, how many people can be in a talk group?
Yep.
Sky's the limit.
One person could be talking at a time. But the sky's the limit, yes. As many people as the server can handle, and all the servers are together, linked up. So when you talk to one, they all talk to each other and repeat backwards. So as many as the network can handle.
Now, if there's a lot of traffic going over a personal talk group, like if you set one up for your buddies, and let's say 5 of y'all are in there, and everybody is quick on the key like a DX thumb, your DMR ID will actually be blocked for 1 hour by Brandmeister, because essentially it'll think it's caught in a loop because it's seeing all of that traffic come across that DMR ID in so many minutes or seconds. I don't know how they have that timer, but earlier this year, it was back in the summer, we were using Dan's ID, wasn't it?
Hmm.
And Brandmeister blocked it in the middle of the show, and done some homework with Brandmeister, and that's when I found out that if you use it too much in a certain time period, that DMR ID will be blocked for 1 hour by the network.
If you continue doing it, it'll go longer.
Yeah.
Here's a good question.
W9JAM monitoring.
If you buy a radio and get a program, why should it why should you buy a code plug? Cancer.
Can't talk tonight.
No, cat's got my tongue.
That's all, folks.
Right. A code plug is pretty much. Let me first define what a code plug is. A code plug is the actual configuration file for your radio. So this tells the radio what frequencies to use, what channel configurations, what zones they're in, things like that. So the code plug is the actual data that's stored into the radio and how it reacts and operates. Now, with that being said, the code plugs we offer are mainly for our SkyBridge or any other hotspot out there that actually is like a Pi-Star base. Technically, it could work with a non-Pi-Star base hotspot, but we've made all our configurations for the Pi-Star base and the AnyTone radios. So why should you buy a code plug? The code plugs, if you have a hotspot, makes it a lot easier to communicate around the world. We actually provide you with all the international talk groups. There's something like 1,700 talk groups. We provide you with over 200 channels worth of connections. I think it's actually a lot more than that. I think it's like almost 2,000 channels.
972.
There you go.
Ultra.
972 with the Ultra. So
1,598 talk groups.
Mm-hmm. So it's got pretty much everything in there ready to go, so you can communicate with anyone around the world or anything going on. The code plugs just is an easy way to help you get set up. It's more of a either if you get it as individually and put it in your radio because you have a hotspot in a radio, it's an easy way to get around, and so you have to do a little programming. If you buy it as a plug and play from us, then it's a guaranteed out of the box package that you will get that is guaranteed to work. And not only that, we take the hassle out of setting it up and give you 100% working solution. So that way you just get it, set it, forget it.
Exactly. Takes the headache out of trying to figure out how to start.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we've got another one from across the creek over yonder. Eddie Winrow from Germany.
Hey.
DF3DDY. Good morning, Eddie.
Good morning. Let's see. Everyone's asking for discounts on the Masterclass code.
Yeah, I see that. Let's see here.
So someone's saying if they have a Pi-Star, they won't necessarily need a code plug. The code plug is for your radio. That's what a code plug is. What's in your SkyBridge is a configuration. So they are two different types of setups. One's the configuration sets you up on what networks. The code plug tells you how to communicate with the hotspot for those networks. So different schemas you might use, padding in existence. I think it's 8 for DMR plus, 7 for cross network, and we're using 4, I think, for TGIF. So they all have their own schemas and everything accordingly. That's why the multi-network workshops can actually be a lot of help for people, because we're going to actually go deep into explaining all of this and showing you guys exactly how to set up your radios properly and your do all the configurations inside of your hotspot. Now, before we continue, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you like and subscribe down below. And you also go and check out those giveaways, because tonight we are giving away an 878 and a 1-year subscription to our BridgeCom Plus. So if you haven't done so already, that is closing in about 15 minutes, 14 minutes. So please go over there and enter those giveaways. What separates the SkyBridge from other hotspots? Well, we have a couple things. Our SkyBridge is a design we have. We have added and made some other components in these. We made them with upgraded components on the inside, on the hats and other things. We also test everything. We're actually working on an upgrade now to be a new SkyBridge coming out next year. And we'll actually even be able to upgrade your existing SkyBridges to the SkyBridge Touch. That's going to be our new device. I am dropping the bomb right now. We are coming out with the new SkyBridge. The old SkyBridges can be upgraded to the new ones, and we will have a touchscreen that will be capable with these hotspots. So we do have some options over other people, but one of the main things is we have upgraded components, and we take pride in what we build. We build quality items and do everything in-house with our guys, our teams. We have everything's done here in America. We do just buy the Pi boards, and everything else is done here in America. Let's see. Look at this. Jonathan has DMR, YSF, and D-Star. Not an easy thing to do.
Yeah,
Is that
I
a for
had to recon 69 right on the show because it crashed right as soon as we started.
Here's a great question. Is that a Ferrari cockpit behind me? It is.
That is his dream car, folks.
It's not my dream car. It's just a car I want to get soon. It's a Ferrari Roma.
Bless you. Or is it Gesundheit? Which one?
Depends on where you are.
Oh, okay. We got 228 viewers. I wonder how many likes we got.
So we got a question here. What about simplex? Our hotspots actually do use simplex. That's how we set them up for the most part. They can do duplex, but a lot of times it's just easier in simplex. You don't get the repeater not found and some of these other errors due to timeout timers being too long between communications and stuff timing out. So we use simplex nodes for the hotspots. Simplex is also another operation you can do if you're trying to go radio to radio with some friends. That is a great way of doing it. You can go both digital and analog, so there are both modes you can use. Yeah, simplex is a great feature. I wasn't sure what you're trying to get at with that, so just try to explain the different ones.
Well, Dan, I know from the text and myself, we greatly thank you for that comment. Truly means that when we hear that from our customers. Let's see here.
Here we got a starred one. A video on how to set up the ATD578 UV series Bluetooth speaker mic. I ordered one today. Congratulations on ordering one. I am excited. They are coming on over. They're getting shipped on over as we know. As the last we checked, they are getting shipped over right now. So they should be getting loaded onto a plane here if they're not already being flown over. So we should be getting those here shortly. we will be dropping a page. We're going to make a complete landing page for you guys that's going to have all the information, a video, step-by-step instructions, a guide, different things like that, that will help guide you through this process on how to actually set these up. Jeremy, do you have any information you want to say on that or anything else to add?
The last update we got is they were getting ready to be put on the big bird to fly over the pond there. So that was last we were told, and that was this morning. So I'm hoping it's going to be sooner than later because I can't wait. I can't wait. I can put my rig back in my truck.
I got a rig in my trunk, so it'd be nice to actually be able to use that one rather than my handheld all the time.
Yeah, no joke. Constantly in the middle of a queue. So delete. Oh man.
Yep. Got a good one here. If I make a contact, do I log it in QRZ? Yes, you can. A lot of that was originally for HF, but now they have a whole new digital section where you can actually do different contests with them. They have the ability to check for different areas. So you can actually do different areas. You can check by cities, counties, states, different regions within the world, different countries of the world. They have a lot of different contests you could start doing with all of that. So if you're interested in those type of things, it's a lot of fun. It could be a lot of fun. So check it out. If you don't already log your contacts, QRZ is one that you could do it at. The other one is Logbook of the World. Those are the two big ones out there.
I like using QRZ because not only can I put my DMR, my YSF, my FT8, my HF, all of my contacts goes into one. With Logbook of the World, you've got to kind of figure out what tab it needs to go on. There's one thing that I have found. I see here.
W9JM monitoring Skywolf.
There was another one.
Here's a good one.
Yeah,
What mounting location do you recommend for the UV3 Plus on an SUV? Bumper or rooftop? Now, I would actually honestly recommend you taking an SWR meter and seeing where you get the best signal by placing your antenna a couple of different locations. Every car is different and all, but that would be your best bet to see where you're going to get that signal on FM analog and then go from there.
Most definitely.
I would not recommend getting an SWR meter for digital yet. There's only a couple out there. I think there's 2 companies that make them, and they are 3 companies, and they are a fortune.
Yeah.
I would not recommend buying one of those for just testing a radio and putting it on there. FM's testing will do just fine.
Yeah, the last one I priced, I think it was arm, leg, and next to kin plus firstborn.
Yeah, something like that.
Before shipping.
Before shipping, yes. Look at that, 238. Let's go.
There we go. One of these days, I said it like one time, we were going to break 200. We broke 200. Then I said we were going to break 2.25. We busted 2.25. I'm waiting for us to break the 300 mark.
Yep.
That happens. Santa definitely will have to dive in the bottom of the bag of tricks here to see what we got to give out.
So here's an interesting question.
Will they work on Wires X? If you have a hotspot, the SkyBridge will go to a I think there's 8 or 9 Wires X reflectors, and you can bounce off of that reflector into different talk groups. From what I've played with the programming thus far, I've been able to change up to about 12 different rooms or talk groups there on Wires X off of one reflector. I'm just trying to figure out which reflector that I have access to has the most conversations in QSOs that float my boat, tickle my fancy, however you want to call it. But yeah, it will work. You just got to figure out which ones are available on that particular reflector. I would like for them to see more of those Wires X reflectors through the Pi-Star. Hopefully that's in the near future since it's gaining speed under the Wires X.
Now, just make sure you have, like you said, Wires X pass-through enabled on the your configuration. Otherwise, it won't work. Can BC BridgeCom get its own talk group for us in the cold? Or is it Skywolf? Right.
I like that. I like that.
I saw that and I had to
Oh,
put it up.
yeah.
We are working on getting our own talk group over on there on Brandmeister. It has been like pulling teeth with them. Glenn is seeing what he can do to expedite that process. They keep promising us saying they're going to give us one, but we still have yet to get it from them. So until then, we are using Skywolf. We do apologize, and there is an E at the end of Wolf.
I still like that comment. That was good right there. Bridge Cult Academy. Oh, y'all are killing me. Y'all are killing me. Uh, Jeremy, do you have to drink the Kool-Aid first? Lord, I hope not. See, is there a way to have a contact contact log entry from a button on my 878 while operating DMR mobile from the 878 using SkyBridge? No. The only way that you can log a contact is if you have a mobile device that you can actually click on that person's call sign in the dashboard. It will automatically take you to the page that he or she has designated for their URL that you land on.
Mhm.
So sometimes it works if they have it configured for it. Sometimes it'll take you around the world and you don't get nowhere out of it. I see that, Freddie. Uh-oh.
I know the workshop is January 4th, but what is the time frame? We are starting, I believe, at 6 p.m. Central, and it should be going for about 4 hours. I actually have right here our schedule of everything that we're going to be doing and the breakdown. So we're going to open up, we're going to explain the different networks, we're going to go over the setups for all of them. We're going to do some breakout rooms and test it everything, make sure everything. We're going to do a net on the whole thing, and we're going to have plenty of time for questions and answers as well. So it's going to be a fun packed night. I'm really excited. I know Jeremy is, and we hope you guys are ready to take your DMR journey to the next level.
Exactly. Looks like we got one from the big spot in the big pond down yonder. Looks like Hawaii area. They commented aloha.
Aloha.
Let's see here. Jesse Ramirez. We've already kind of dabbled on that one. I hang out on 3100 and Skywolf are the two primaries, and then on YSF I hang out there in the Merlink.
Well, here's one. If your old radio is in AnyTone, you actually can do an export of your digital contacts from your radio and then import it into your new radio without having to reinitialize or do any of that nasty stuff. So, yeah, just export and then import through your tools menu. That would be the best guide I can give you.
I love the way this one ends. Bueller. Are the 878s capable of peer-to-peer texting? Yes.
Yes. There are a couple ways you could do peer-to-peer texting. First one being DMR ID to DMR ID. So if you go directly and you know their DMR ID, you can directly text them that way. Another one is with APRS SMS, which you do it through the APRS system. You can do that directly through that with call signs if they're registered. The other way is SMSC, which is SMS call signs, and you put in their direct call sign and you can SMS directly to them, which also, I believe, also uses that APRS network. There also is a capability of text messaging to mobiles. So from your cell phone to the radio and radio to cell phone. That's another gateway you can access.
I
Great
like
question.
being able to do the weather.
Mhm.
I thought that one was pretty cool. Be able to get the weather off your APRS beacon, and they'll send it to your temp, humidity, dew point, the actual temperature, and a short forecast. It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Here's another one that I'm leaning towards agreeing with quite a
Oh.
bit. Do you think they'll ever add airband to the 878 UV2 Plus? Lord, I hope so. That
The
would be
problem
so cool.
the problem with that is that they would have to redo the chips and probably make this radio bigger because there's not enough room in here for the chip that does the airband.
I
So
wouldn't complain.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it would be a redesign of the whole radio. So we got to make sure that it could stay within there and not be too much difference. But we could bring that up to AnyTone, and if you guys would really like to see that, we're more than happy to bring these ideas over to them and see what they think. Here we go. I have seen the 578 has the digital roaming capabilities for digital repeaters. Is it possible for the radio to roam analog repeaters for analog use? Yes. Just like you would set up the digital roaming and the roaming features for digital, you would set them up for analog. All it is setting up those channels as roaming channels and allowing them to roam between them. So
Here's one that Eric's got. Am I the only one who has issues with the GPS position getting a signal on the 878 UV2 Plus taking a lot longer than the 878 UV Plus? All firmwares are up to date. One thing I would actually check is to make sure that you're running Bluetooth. Let's see, was that 1.04?
that's the newest one. Not only that, I have noticed with the firmware a little bit, it does have a GPS signal, but it doesn't turn red. I have noticed that too, where that was a bug and it stayed gray for me for a while, but I was looking at APRS.fi and my radio was showing up live. So I do know that is sometimes it's a firmware issue or a bug in the software that doesn't change it to red when you have the new icons and stuff.
All right, Kirk has got a second part to his question he had earlier. I have yet to test it going through like a repeater. I have tested it going radio to radio, and it does work. It just takes a lot longer to go through.
If you're talking, okay, peer-to-peer is only through internet connection. No, you could talk directly to them. You could talk through a repeater. And if you had one of these operating, even though it's not connected to the internet, it still will act like a mini repeater. And as you send the signal to it, it'll bounce the signal back out to everyone else. So no, it's not only through the internet. Peer-to-peer with the world and other people out there, yes, that is through the internet only. That's a gateway that you're using to connect to the system. You could think of it like a VPN connection or something between networks, or like a phone system on the back end that you're connecting to, like your cell phone to Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, one of those networks. It's the tower you're connecting to is a gateway. Someone said it was money very well spent. Yes. If you haven't already, this radio right here, it's the Cadillac of radios. It's got all the features, the bells and whistles. It's mule kick approved. You can ask Jeremy about that one. He gives a thumb up.
Oh, yeah. I still got the bruise on my hip to prove it.
And these radios are very well built. They're sturdy, reliable, great wattage, clear communications. And you guys probably hear most of the people out there when they're talking on the radio, hey, what radio are you using? Oh, I'm using that AnyTone 878. So if you haven't already, you need to get one of these radios. These are amazing. I got a few of them around here. I got 3 or 4 right near me.
Now, I don't know if y'all folks can see it. This is the 868, but the toe of the mule shoe caught here. There's one of the heels. There's the other heel of the shoe right there on the corners. And it pushed me back about 22 foot into the side of the truck. I thought she broke my radio when she kicked me. The only thing it broke was the belt clip. So I believe it was a whole whopping $7.50 to get a new belt clip, and that radio still talks to today. So they're tough. They are very tough. This one has been through. I don't think I got enough fingers and toes to count the wildfires. I carried this one. I was in the volunteer fire service. I was in it for 12 years, chief for 8 of them. And this is the radio that I carried with me versus the issued radios because they couldn't get out. Every time I keyed this up, I was hitting the repeater no matter where we were. Now, I did have the Nagoya 771 antenna instead of the stock whip on it, but that antenna has since broken. Although I would have loved to have the antenna like Adam had on his 878 UV that everybody kept asking for forever.
Oh, the other one. Yes, this one right here.
The custom whip. I would have loved to have that.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to find it. I got too many radios near me. I thought it was this one, and it's not even that antenna. But yeah, I know which one you're talking about. That custom dual one. Yeah, with the bond.
Oh Lord, here we go. Somebody, Ted threw this up there. Well, I may sound like him, but I darn sure don't look like him. That's for sure.
Get her done. Oh.
Get her done. I normally sound better, but my sinus is all congested and all that stuff tonight.
Do you guys set up the SkyBridge, or can you guys? Yes. If you guys need us to program your SkyBridge, we do have a $75 fee, but we can program that for you. Or if you get it in a plug and play package or as an upgrade or one of those, the programming comes included. So yes, we do the programming for you, and we can program some of those your devices for you.
Most definitely. Todd. Call him Larry the. Oh, I love it. I love it. Matthew Price, I love it. I'm going to get that on a shirt.
All right. So Kirk, we already answered that. Can the HTs do peer-to-peer texting, radio to radio? Yes, they can. You'd have to be on, and I know you were talking about simplex earlier. So yes, they can do it simplex. It just has to take a little time because the other radio has to realize that it's getting sent to them. And the only way to do that radio to radio would be with radio IDs.
No, there's not a way to add Zello push to talk to these radios.
No.
Zello is its own device / service all in one.
Okay, so when you're setting up a talk group, the pound key, someone had it just scrolled by. You're saying it always goes to private. When you go to program it into there, make sure it says talk group ID, and that'll set it as a group talk rather than that. And you could do that with the pound sign right here, the hashtag. Hit that, it changes between group and private when you're trying to add them.
I'm sorry, I'm still hung up on Matthew's comment. I really want to get that on a shirt.
I didn't see it. You have to tag it.
Okay, I'll tag it real quick. Buddy. I like it. I like it. I'm seriously gonna have to get that put on a shirt. I like that.
Well, we can call a winner here. Do you want to call someone also to see if they want to? Would anyone like to join us live and talk with us live and everyone, you know?
Come on down.
How about this? Let's just see who joins. Copy. I'm going to be bold. Bam. If any of you guys want to join us, there you go.
Boom. He just mic dropped it.
Let's see who wants to get in here and say hi with me. Jeremiah, go live. Make sure you guys have a camera if you're going to be on with us.
Michael.
Hey,
There he is.
Hey everyone.
The one, the only, the guy behind the scenes
Jeremiah.
was a bullfrog. I bet you've heard that a million times, haven't you?
Yes, I have,
Same here.
but never hung over from the wine.
All right, let's see who we got trying to come up here. KD9JUP Anthony.
Yeah,
Make
we
sure
want cameras though.
Make sure
Oops.
you got cameras up.
Yeah, make sure you guys got cameras up. Let's see. I'm gonna start to get the winners going here. I saw someone else came in. Rob came in. Oh, we got someone KV3OHU. He just came in. You want to bring him in?
Yeah, we can bring him on. Let's see here.
Got someone KV3OHU.
Well, howdy, sir. How you doing this evening?
Doing quite well.
Well, what kind of questions that you got for us, or something to stump old Adam with here?
Well, actually, truthfully, I just had a recent call today with Adam there about purchasing a BridgeCom repeater, and I just seen you guys here on YouTube, so I figure I'll join in.
Well, welcome. Then thanks for joining
Pleasure to
us.
finally put a face to the name.
Oh yeah.
He had some good questions. No,
You know, like I said, I was a president for one of my local clubs here, and I have broke away from them because of what my new position of my new job, and I don't have any time for them anymore. So I figure I'll just get something local for when I'm on call. I can talk to my friends locally, and because of where I live over here in Rochester, Beaver County, north of Pittsburgh, and there's a lot of hills and stuff. We do talk on Simplex a lot, but there's a lot of hills and valleys where I can't get to them. So I figure if I can get my own repeater where I can get to them in there, and we'll do it that way.
nice. Sorry, I'm just doing some editing right here to make this so I can draw our winners.
But I've been a ham for about 22 years now.
There you go.
20. Very impressive. What made you decide to get into ham radio?
Well, back in the day, we all hanged out on where we talked the chicken band, the 11-meter band.
Mhm.
They all went up to the ham radio band and left me. So I figured, okay, if I want to talk to them, I got to buckle down and study, and here I am. I'm still a technician still, but that's all I need. I'm happy with that.
Oh, there's no fault in that. I rocked Tech Plus for 30 years before I finally upgraded to General this past June, and I'm currently waiting my test again for test round number 3 coming this Saturday. So hopefully I can walk out of there and put Alpha Echo in the end of my call.
Okay, very good. And just recently, about a year ago, a buddy of mine got me into the digital work, so I'm doing FT8, FT4 on 2-meter, 6-meter, and 10-meter. So I'm almost about 900 confirmations, over 1,000 contacts, just on 10 and 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
10 has been just screaming here lately. I remember when I first started running the small area of HF 6 and 10 meters. If it was hot, it was hot. If it was not, well, you ain't even going to get down the block, even pushing 150, 200 watts. So
I only do 55 because I really want to beat up my old rig, because I usually run 50, 55 watts, and I have an old Kenwood TS 570S. And I bought that when I got my ticket, and I've been using that for 10 and 6 ever since.
I remember my first rig was an old Heath kit. I remember getting to put that thing together. That was so much fun. Building everything, the transmitter, the receiver, the actual the speaker box, the entire kit is what I had, and I loved it. I still got it. My son has done claimed it for when he gets his General. So
And just
Wonderful.
recently, about 6 or 7 months ago, I had my girlfriend. She just passed her technician, so she's a ham radio operator too.
Yep, that's just a very big excuse to buy 2 of every new radio.
Well, right now she's downstairs in the office, and I haven't put a radio down there for her, so that's where she's at right now.
Let's see.
Very nice.
But yeah, like I said, I was just throwing through YouTube here, looking at the BridgeCom repeaters, trying to get some more information on them. And I seen you guys live, so I said, all right, click.
Well, we're glad you did. And we had a great conversation earlier. And if you need any more help or want some more information, I could send you some information. Just
Like I
contact me.
said, I just mailed the letter out yesterday, so they said 90 days.
Yep,
So we'll see what happens with that. Then I'll be in touch there, Adam.
of course. Well, we're going to first do our first winner here. We
Drum
are
roll, please.
going to announce the BridgeCom Plus annual membership. Greg Meter, you're the one who won it. AI5HV, Greg Meter. Hope I said your name right. From earlier, so I know he's in the house. Let's see if he's still here.
I know I saw him in here earlier.
There he is.
There we go.
I'm here. Congratulations, Greg. You are the winner of our annual BridgeCom Plus membership. So if you call us up tomorrow, we'll get you taken care of. Jeremy would be more than happy to help you process those winnings and get you part of the community. We have a lot of things coming up next year for BridgeCom Plus. So if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys do subscribe. And we will be announcing all those new exciting things coming up on Christmas. And now for our AnyTone 878 UV2 Plus, we are going to announce the winner. It is Roy Holmes, KA8BYU, KA8BYU, Roy Holmes. Is he in the house?
Well, let's look.
We got someone who wants to say hi.
RC.
Is Roy here?
Well,
Anyone see Roy? Roy, he's here. Bam.
there he is.
Congratulations, Roy. You are the brand new winner of one of these beautiful 878 radios.
There we go. Ace in the pocket right there. Look at that. Right before Christmas, too. Ooh-wee.
Yes. All right. So let's see. Anything else that we got on the docket for tonight, Jeremy?
Not that I can think of at the current moment, but we have 224 viewers. We've got a total of, let's see, there's 128 likes. Come on, folks. This is how we know that y'all like what we do. And, me being goofy and Adam being the encyclopedia on feet here. So, I mean, let us know. Seriously, let us know how we can make this better for y'all. Give us the ideas that y'all want to see for the shows so we can get everything tailored that you want. It takes a lot of the guesswork going, well, that last night's show did pretty good. What are we going to do for next week? I don't know yet. We got to figure out something. But if y'all tell us, that's what we'll tailor it for.
Now, go.
Well, Sam down here, he says, thank you for the live chat. I learned a lot. Well, Sam, thanks for participating with us. We like to cut up and have fun, and also at the same time being able to get it to where y'all can understand and be able to conquer that mountaintop of DMR, because there is a lot of learning to it. It's not like it was when we first got licensed where you just spin over to 146.52 and start talking.
Now, I don't know where they went. There was a good question in here. For those of you guys who did purchase the the multi-code network workshop, we actually are sending out a little card to you. I wish I had one right on me. I don't know where they went. And that on the back of that card is going to be the code for the workshop. All you got to do is go to bridgecomuniversity.com and you can actually sign up and fill it all in right there with the code. You'll have access to all your code plugs, all the configurations, everything you need, including the link for the live stream event. So everything will be through there. That is going to be your portal and hub. So we will be getting that out to all of you guys out there. And as far as the other workshops, if you guys did register for the previous workshops, you should have got a link for the replays. If not, please contact us. We'll confirm your order and we will give you access to those links. Well, on behalf of BridgeCom family and everyone that's involved with our whole community, thank you guys for being there. Thank you for being part of our family. We really appreciate each and every one of you. On behalf of myself and the BridgeCom team, I'm Adam KN6QGV with my co-host Jeremy.
KD5YUZ. We'll say 73s and catch y'all on the flip side.
Catch you guys next time.